Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll go over the intermediate value theorem. Alright, so let's get started. So here it's basically to figure out does a solution even exist. Okay, so like suppose if the function is continuous on the interval a and b and n, okay, and n is a number between f of a and f of b, then there exists at least one number c in AB satisfying f of c equals to n. Okay, so like if the function is continuous and in this interval, so there is going to be only one number, okay, in between this satisfying f of c, where we have to put, and it's gonna be equals to n. Okay, so what I mean by that is you see over here we have the graph of f of a, and we have the points as f of a and f of b over here. So we have this f of a and we have this f of b, and you see the function is continuous over here, there's no discontinuity. And here the f of c that you can have over here is basically like here, let's say this is c, okay, so then this is gonna be f of c, okay, some point c, and then this has to be some integer n. Okay, that's pretty much it. What is this intermediate value theorem is that when you have a continuous function and you're given the f of a and f of b within the interval of a to b, so you could figure out basically f of c, and there has to exist f of c such that it is equals to an integer n. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve a problem for that. So here it says that show that there is a value c between 1 and 2, so this is the like the interval a and b, right, 1 and 2, such that f of c is equals to 0 for, and we're given this function over here. Okay, so here we basically don't care about the function itself, so what we basically have to do is like when we draw it, okay, so we basically have to plug in f of 1 into this function. So because we're given these two intervals, right, so here like we drew it, so like we are only going to draw f of 1 and then we're going to draw f of 2. Okay, so if we go ahead and plot this, so f of 2 within this function gives you 12, and f of 1 within this function gives you -1. Okay, so then if you go ahead and plot this, so you get -1. Okay, so you get -1 for 1. Okay, and then you get for 2, you get, let's say 12 is somewhere here, let's say. Okay, so this is what you pretty much get. Okay, let's say this is the graph of this. Okay, it kind of looks ugly, but I tried to make it good, I guess. Okay, so then once you have shown this, so you see it's pretty much like this, right, f of a and f of e, then you basically have to show that f of c is equals to n. So here you can basically go ahead and write f of 1 is less than 0 is less than f of 2, so f of x is a polynomial, so it's basically continuous, because you see that here this is a polynomial, the domain of this would be real numbers, so it's of course continuous, and like also in the graph you do not see any discontinuity over here, right, and it's basically it's within 0, right, this it is less than 0, this one, and this one is greater than 0, so like it's between this interval. So you can basically conclude that, so by IVT, intermediate value theorem, there exists a c, oops, there is a c from 1, let's say it's between 1 and 2, such that f of c equals to 0. Okay, so like f of c is equals to 0, and there basically exists a number c such that it makes f of c equals to 0. So that's pretty much it for this problem. So let's move on to the second question. Okay, so we have this question over here. It says that if you invest $1,000 in a saving account with fixed annual interest rate with monthly compounding, the amount of money in account after 5 years, 60 months is what? Okay, and we're given this function over here, this amount function over here, where basically we have to put the put the cash, the original cash over here that was deposited, and then we have this basically here we have to replace this R. This is the annual rate, and this is 12, it's like 12 months, and this 60 months that we have over here, it's this one. Okay, and basically our goal here is to so I'm gonna write the whole question over here, just give me a second. Okay, so here it says that your goal is to have 1400 in the account after 5 years. Use IVT to show there is an interest rate between 0% and 8%, which allows you to hit your goal. Okay, so how are we going to do this for the IVT, intermediate value theorem? So first of all, we have to figure out for the 0%, right, the amount for 0% interest rate. So if you go ahead and plug this into the formula, A0, so that would be 1 plus 0 over 12, and then you have to put it to the power of 60, so this gives you $1,000. Okay, and here then you have to figure out for the 8%. So for 8%, if you go ahead and plug in 0.08 into the formula, so then you get something like 1489.89. so let's say we get 1500, just round it off. Okay, so now let's try to draw it on the graph. So if we go ahead and graph it, so if we go ahead and graph this, so we get 0 and 1000 over here for the R, because this is our R and this is AR. Okay, this is our first point, and our second point is 8. It's 0.08, and we have 1500. Let's say this is 1500. Okay, so this is 0.08 and 1500. So let's say we get something like this. Okay, so this is what we get. And now we need to find a target value of, let's 1400, right? Yeah, your goal is to have 1400 in the account. So this is basically your target value that you want, and this is gonna be your R, right? So here for the since you see like AR is continuous, you see there's no discontinuity over here. AR is continuous on 0 and 0.08, like between these 2 points of the R, it is continuous. So what we can basically do is that A of 0% is less than equals to 1500, and A of 0.08, it's like, you see that this is between the values of f of A, so like A of R and the value of A of R, it is between this interval, right, of the given one. So basically we can conclude, so by IVT there is a value R in 0.08 for which A of R equals to 1400. So that's pretty much it for this IVT theorem. I know it's pretty silly theorem, but I think we have to know it anyways. So yeah, that was it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.